I'm sitting here and I'm trying to talk really quiet because everybody else in my house is sleeping. I don't usually sit at my kitchen table at 10:30 in the evening, but sometimes when you're finally by yourself, it's nice to just kind of take it all in. And I thought I would just share a little bit about my plan for tomorrow, which will be a part of this video. I'm really excited because my lovely sister-in-law, Alex, is coming over, and she has offered to help me with some stuff in my kitchen as far as organizing. She recently started her own home organization business. She will be helping me get started with some of that purging and organizing and minimalizing, because she's a lot better at the whole minimalism thing than I am. And I'm really, really, really excited about hearing what she has to say. Oh. Tomorrow will be a new day.
So it's the next day. My sister-in-law is here. The kids are having a little picnic lunch in the living room. Alex went to our little dollar store that's in town to find some bins and some jars and stuff to use to organize the pantry here. So that's what we started with, is the pantry, and I'll show you now what it looks like on the table. That's everything. Oh my gosh. I'm already impressed with her services because she just started going. Like, I was making us lunch and doing other things, and she just stepped in and started taking care of things. So that's cool. We'll give you an update in a little bit. So this is my beautiful sister-in-law, Alex. So she's here today. Normally when you don't have kids with you. So we have all 6 of our kids in the house right now. So if you hear them in the background, that's what's going on. They're playing. Yeah, it's cousin bonding time. Yeah. I'm doing the one room challenge, which is hosted on a blog called Calling It Home. And I'm doing the kitchen. And so that's why today we're starting with just the behind the closed doors organizing, rather than getting into the pretty fun stuff. I'm going to be doing some painting later on, but I want to get everything kind of cleaned out, which is smart. Purge first and do some of that stuff that's not as fun for me anyway. It's not as fun.
Super fun for me.
Yay! Which is why she's here.
You can come paint my dressers.
Okay. Deal. Exchange services.
But yeah, I do professional organizing, home organizing for any space. And I also have a website where you can check out. There's a blog there for lots of tips and free resources. It's Awaken Home Organizing. You'll probably link it, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then I do coaching for, like, if you're interested in minimalism or just not becoming a minimalist, but having a more simplified lifestyle, simplify your home. I do coaching for that, declutter coaching. So if you just have a bunch of stuff and you don't really know where to start, I can kind of help figure out what to cut and what to keep and how to organize it so that it stays that way. Yeah. And kind of get to the source of why things are becoming cluttered or disorganized, because that's really the main problem. So yeah, I do virtual coaching, so I can help if you're long distance or if you just want to talk through things, and I'll kind of be there, like in your kitchen or in your bedroom, going through your items.
We're filming right now.
So yeah, that's a really awesome service that is really helpful for a lot of people.
So yeah, like I said before, we're starting with the pantry. It's empty right now. Everything is on the table. And Alex just got back from, is it the Family Dollar?
Yeah.
It's the Family Dollar store.
General.
Dollar General.
I think it's Family Dollar.
Something like that. And you bought $46 worth of items, like organizational things, jars and bins and stuff like that. Yep. We might not need all of it, but we're going to see how it goes. So that's what we're starting with.
Yep, I had to get a little bit creative because it's the only store that we went to. But, like, these big tubs will be great for in the pantry. Hold on, honey. Hold on. And we got some really pretty glass jars. And my goal was, they had some great, like, big brown bins. But brown's just not pretty in a pantry, really. I mean, it is if it matches. But for us, most of what I was getting was like clear and white, and so I didn't want to
see if it's dirty.
Yeah, and I didn't want to have like all these pretty white and clear jars and bins, and then like a couple of random brown ones. So we've got some gray, some clear, some white, and it's really affordable. Walmart has really awesome like containers for cereal. They're like under, I think they're $3.
I do want to get some of those eventually.
They have the cheapest ones. They're the ones that have a teal lid, and I have them in my house, and they've held up really well. Otherwise, those can be like up to $20 a piece at some places, like on Amazon and stuff. Yeah. So those are the cheapest ones if you want some of those. That's why I didn't buy any.
All right, so we're going to get started.
All right.
See ya.
All right, so here Alex is taking the empty containers and just making sure that they will fit in the space accordingly. I think that's a really great tip before you fill them with the actual food and the stuff, is to just test it out and make sure that it's going to fit in your space. So here we can see Alex actually decided to use the can holder in that spot, so she's already moved a couple things around. And here I am. I'm actually removing a snow cone machine that I know we will not be using at all during the colder months. So that is going to go in a tote that will then go in the garage to be stored during the winter months with some other items that I only use once or twice a year, but I definitely want to be keeping. So we just kind of kept going cupboard by cupboard. Theo wanted some cereal. Here I have, I think two different bottles of children's allergy medicine, and I don't know if anybody else ends up with this problem, but I always end up having to buy one because we're out traveling or something and I don't bring it with me. And then we have one already at home, so then I end up with more than I need. So Alex told me to go ahead and put one of them in my purse. Even though it does add some weight to my purse, it helps ensure that I might actually end up using it before it expires. So I have one in my purse now and one that we will keep in our house. And here we are going through the cups. I have a few different ones that have broken lids, but I wasn't quite ready to throw them away yet. So I'm going to put them in the front of my cupboard where all my water bottles are. And if I don't use them in the next couple of months, then I might decide to get rid of them. But that's kind of a good way to just test out like whether or not you're really ready to throw something away. Put it in the front of your space so that you see it when you go into that cupboard. And then if you end up using it in the next few months, you know, I actually can use this and I can keep it. Otherwise, just get rid of it. So that's something I'm going to be testing out. Having this on the video will help keep me accountable to check on that over time. I might buy some replacement lids too, so that's a work in progress. But yeah, there's just another visual of us going in and out of the kitchen, working on stuff. Oh, I have a glass jar that we use to make cold brew coffee in. And since I'm not going to be brewing any cold coffee during the winter, I decided to use that giant jar to hold our tea bags. So now that's being used for something else, and it also does look a little nicer. I actually might spray the jar with the frosted glass that I used on my hutch, because I think that might make it look a little prettier, and I'll still be able to wash it and use it when we do want to make cold brew coffee back in the summertime. So yeah, it was helpful to have the big table. We kind of had a different spot for each item. So underneath the table was a big bin that we started putting stuff in to donate. So that was good. And then the stuff on the table were kind of just left as we went through and found more things. We could kind of see, okay, what would be better to go with what. And then we could kind of assess where to put stuff in the end. Once we knew what kind of space we had in the cupboards, it was good to leave it out on the table so we could see it and keep it organized. So I'm just finding little things that like, okay, we're going to put that in this bin with my other cookie cutters, or hosting stuff like plasticware that was in one bin.
and it worked out really well. Hey everybody. Woo. Just want to give a quick update here. Holy cow, we've gotten a lot done. But this is definitely a big project to clean out every single cupboard, start over, reorganize, purge. It's a big job. So here's where we are right now. It looks a lot better. Oh my goodness. Amazing. This is this cupboard, mugs and glasses, definitely have extra space now. These are like water bottles and then medicine stuff and first aid stuff. This is my toaster, coffee and tea cupboard. And then Pyrex and mixing bowls and stuff like that. It looked horrible before. So it's definitely getting an improvement. And then this is what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to take out, hold on, just can you wait a second? I'm going to take out all the spices here and check the expiration dates. This is all what Alex told me to do. Throw away anything that's like, there's not much left in it or whatever. And then just pare down on the things that I actually use and get rid of the spices that I don't use. That's what I'm going to work on now. Woo. So I am beat. It's about like 8:45. Alex was here. So she got here at about 11 o'clock. And they just left at a little after 7 o'clock. So she was here for a long time. It was awesome. The kids had so much fun. It was really hard to film just because of the noise level. But we got a lot done. I will show some pictures, some before and after shots. We got to the hutch. We did all the upper cabinets and the pantry. And she gave me some homework to do. So I have a few things to finish up on my own. And it was awesome. It was a really, really, really good start to my kitchen makeover refresh. It felt really good to clean out the cabinets and just get everything out and reassess what do I have and why. And Alex had some really great advice for me. So I will link her website below and definitely follow her on Instagram and Facebook for more practical advice here and there. And if you're interested in checking out her services, definitely do that. Follow me on my blog for all the weekly updates for specifically about the One Room Challenge. I'll be writing about that once a week for the next 6 weeks as things progress. So be sure to click on that and check that out. I'll put that link down below for you too. All right, bye. Here's the pantry before. Very, very full. Here's all the food and stuff on the table. And here's the after. Much more organized. There's still a lot of stuff on the bottom, but that's really the best place for them. This used to be crammed with cereal and a bunch of medicines, and now it is water bottles and travel mugs and all my medicine and vitamins and first aid stuff is neatly organized in bins, and it all fits much, much, much better. This had a lot of wasted space, so I actually got rid of a couple of vases, and then we moved them over, and I actually had enough room to put my really large stock pot up here, which was kind of taking up a lot of space in my cupboard where all my other pots and pans go, so that was a really great solution. This was my spice cupboard, very, very full and crammed and disorganized, and here is the after. It's much, much more organized now. Actually, I added another basket to that middle shelf that's not pictured, so it's even better than it was in this picture, but everything makes a lot more sense. It's easy to take things down, easy to grab at stuff, and I kind of have the spices organized by type, so that helps a lot too. This cupboard before had so many mugs and water bottles and glasses in it, and it did not make any sense. We had to lay water bottles on their side and stack them on top of other things. It was really bad. So after purging through things and making more space for stuff in other places, I was able to fit all my mugs on one shelf and all the glasses on one shelf, and the water bottles found a new home. So I love that. Even on the top shelf there is a little basket with my special gluten-free stuff in it. Oh man, so this is my hutch. This is the before. This was a catch-all for junk. There was just so much stuff in here that did not belong in a hutch, so I had to just take the time to put everything away properly and find new homes for things. And like that big basket was broken, and so we just threw it away. Why keep a broken basket? Then here is the after, and it looks much better. All it is my nicer glasses and crystal and special things that I would use for hosting. So here is a cupboard I had a bunch of medicine in on the top and a bunch of teas and coffee stuff. We even had peanut butter and honey and some chocolate in there. It was just all really crammed. So we were able to find new homes for those things. And now I have a spot for my toaster, just my coffee and my special chocolates and some of the teas that we'll use more often. It looks so much better. So I think that's all I'm going to share for now. I realize that this video is very long, but I thought it would be really fun to just add some before and after pictures and give a little commentary on each one. So this is just a shot of my kitchen on an average day. Dishwasher open, everything. So the cabinets are going to get a whole new look. I'm so excited about that. We will be doing something to the backsplash. I'm not sure what yet. And hopefully some decorating up top, but not too much because I really do want to keep it minimal. So thank you so much for watching till the end. Go check out my blog post for even more pictures and some more details on a few fun purchases I made this week. And definitely check out Alex's website and all of her amazing resources. I could not have done this without her. I am so thankful for her gifts and her talents, and the time that she spent with me was very helpful and valuable, and I would highly recommend her to anybody, whether local or just online. So definitely check her out, and thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time.